This is Keith Helwig from Cops Corrections Videos. If you like my videos, please hit the red subscribe button. I'd like to talk today about myths in law enforcement. Are there reality? Is there something behind the myths that make them factual or not? One of the biggest myths is the Q word. Now, everybody in corrections and everybody who's a police officer, EMS, nurse, doctor, whatever, knows what the Q word is. The Q word is quiet. When you're on duty, you never mention to your partner, to anyone else, or yourselves that you are having a quiet shift. If you do, it's going to turn into a blizzard. Now, is that a myth? I don't know. I've seen it come true more often than not. Just a couple weeks ago, I had a ride along with me, and about a half hour before my shift was done, he used the Q word. 10 minutes after that, I was dealing with a drunk driver, which turned into a 3.5-hour ordeal. Now, I informed this individual that if he ever rides with me again, which he plans on doing this coming week, and he uses a Q word, that I will pepper spray him and push him out of the car alongside the road, and he can hike back to the office and wait for me to finish my shift. So, is there reality behind the Q word? I don't know. I've seen a lot of times where the Q word has been used and it has turned into a real blizzard after that. You know, another myth that I had when I was a captain at the prison, this is a myth that we had, that if the supervisors ordered delivery pizza from a certain place in town, that someone was going to die. And believe it or not, a lot of times it happened. Now, was it a myth? Was it the truth? I don't know. Decide for yourself. Is it a coincidence that every time we ordered Tony's Pizza that an inmate died? I don't know. Also, the myth of the full moon. No officer likes to work when there's a full moon because they say it brings out all the crazies. Does it or doesn't it? I guess you have to experience it before you can decide for yourself. So these are just a couple of the myths that I've encountered in my career. The big one being the Q word. I don't have to worry about the pizzas anymore. And the other one being the full moon. I've heard people say that there are no such things as coincidences. Well, is it a coincidence that if I mention the Q word today, that all of a sudden I'm going to get busier than I want to be? Is it a myth that if there were a full moon when I work this coming Friday at night, that I'm going to have a busier night? I don't know. But am I going to chance saying the Q word? Not a bet. Not in this world am I going to risk saying the Q word. Am I going to say that because there's a full moon, nothing will happen? No, I'm not going to say it. I'll work it and I'll hope that nothing happens. But if it does, is it a coincidence or is it a myth? Until next time, this is Keith Helwig from Cops Corrections. Stay safe and watch your back.